Mic check, mic check.
Mic check, mic check.
We're recording. Mic check. Bienvenidos, amigos, and welcome back to another episode of the More Life Diaries podcast. And we haven't done a podcast in quite some time. We'll tell you all about what's been going on in our lives as of the last month or so. And for those that don't know, this is a podcast, so we will be just talking about our lives. There's not going to be any B-roll, any pop-up images, any videos or anything like that. It's just us sitting here.
But we have those, so go check our other videos.
Go check the other stuff. This isn't for everyone, but we like doing these just to kind of catch you guys up on what's been going on and just to have more of a discussion about certain things that, happen here while living in Mexico, Puerto Vallarta, our lives, our kids, etc. So if you like this type of content, please stay tuned. If you want to subscribe and you haven't already, hit the subscribe button. They're all around. Just hit one of them. It's greatly appreciated. So let's get into it. Yeah, right now we're the second week of January. The kids were off for 3 weeks on holidays, which is a big reason why we didn't even get to do a podcast, to be honest. We didn't get much time to ourselves. So now everything is kind of calm, the calm after the storm.
Yes.
And we're able to
It was like the
sit down.
second hurricane of the year.
Yeah, basically. So just taking you guys back to maybe like early to mid-December, the kids got 3 weeks off of school, second week of December, actually. So we were just, basically just trying to keep them busy, doing activities. Let us know down in the comments if you want us to do a video maybe on like what to do with the kids in PV if you're bringing your kids here. I know that a lot of families do reach out to us, and we just like do the same things kind of over and over.
So this was our second Christmas here in Puerto Vallarta, and it was a very different, I would say, experience from the last year. Like last year, we'd only been here in Mexico for, I guess we were on our second month. We didn't really know many people. So it was just kind of like a very quiet Christmas Eve, Christmas with ourselves. We walked the Malecon. We enjoyed some ponche and, just looked at all the decorations and that type of thing. It was very nice. It was just very low key. And then this year, second year, we know more people. We know our neighbors. We were invited to share in some of their festivities, which was really, really nice. We got to go hang out with them for Christmas Eve and have that whole experience, which was, it's a beautiful thing. Like it's really nice how cool. how they celebrate it here. So do you want to explain the celebration or no? I can explain it.
Yeah, just basically like same as, French Canadians, I guess. The celebration is mostly on the 24th here, and then everyone exchanges gifts at like midnight on the 25th. The 24th at midnight,
or 11:59. Technically, I don't know what everyone you want to say.
So like midnight. Around 9 p.m. we started getting out there. We cooked a few dishes.
I made torron.
Oh, you made torron. You want to explain what that is?
Torron is like plantain, usually also jackfruit, but I couldn't find any jackfruit, and it's wrapped in like a spring roll wrapper and fried.
And then I made a shepherd's pie, just something like traditional. And there was a whole bunch of food that they made. They had pozole, they had tamales,
birria. Was it birria? No.
Yeah, there was birria actually. Yeah.
A lot of food, and everyone just kind of sits and talks, hangs out.
And it was like a party. So at 12, they exchanged gifts. We ended up exchanging gifts a little bit earlier because we figured the kids would be really tired. So we did some gifts around like 6 or 7.
It's probably like 8
before heading there. And the kids were really excited, and we kept like the really exciting gifts for the next day because we knew that they wouldn't want to hang out afterwards.
Yeah, they wouldn't want to go outside. But basically like what we're describing was happening everywhere in the neighborhood. Like they basically, they blocked off our street so that everyone can kind of just freely walk on the road. The kids were playing. Each family had a table set up outside with their food and family and music, and everyone just kind of shares, and it's really nice.
Yeah, it was really nice. Just a really like traditional Mexican fiesta. It was great to be part of it. And it was basically the same thing for New Year's, just on a like smaller scale. There was less people. So maybe everyone that came to our neighborhood for Christmas, like
Went
they ended
somewhere
up
else.
somewhere else for New Year's. But yeah, it was very, very chill, very
Mhm.
calm. That's like our pace. That's how we like it.
Yeah.
And
And even with New Year's, like again, same thing as Christmas. Last year we spent it on the Malecon walking around.
mhm,
Um, and then we watched like Mark's family had arrived that day, and then like them and the kids were too tired to wait for the fireworks at midnight because they have like a really nice fireworks show at midnight.
mhm.
So they ended up going back to our apartment, and then we walked to the beach and just watched um the fireworks from the beach. And it was actually it's a lot of fireworks, and they're coming
Mhm.
from like both ends of the bay.
Like
So you
all of the hotels around the bay all have their fireworks going off, and it was really cool. And then there's like a full row of boats.
sorry, it's so distracting.
Bassie's friends
Bassie's friends
yelling at him
calling him.
outside. There's a whole row of boats kind of watching, and it's like it makes a huge wall of boats
And like
in the
boat
bay.
lights, and it's just really cool.
Yeah.
And so note about that, I'm sure we mentioned it last year, but if you are coming for New Year's here, there's 2 times of the year where you need to make reservations at like any restaurant, and that is New Year's Eve and Valentine's Day. So if you are planning to come here, and you want to celebrate, you want to eat at a nice restaurant or any restaurant almost, like you pretty much have to make a reservation. And the prices are jacked up in a lot of places, especially along the Malecon and in
Mhm.
like Old Town.
Set menus. So they
Yeah,
have like 3 course
courses.
meals kind of thing, and very, very, very expensive.
Mhm.
There are restaurants that are just like show up and it is what it is the regular menu as well. So you
Right.
just have to look. Usually they post like um
Yeah, you
what
can
the
find
thing's gonna be.
advertisements before so you can
Yeah.
make those plans and know what you're gonna pay. But yeah, you usually need reservations, unless you get very lucky. And the Malecon is packed.
Yeah, jam packed.
And there's like shows being like they have a stage and there's dancing and shows. Like it is really fun, but it can be very crowded, which is why we end up just hanging out at the beach, which was also really like to me, it's like the perfect thing to watch
Yeah,
the
the
fireworks.
fireworks.
Like you have your space. It's like very relaxing and chill, and you still see everything, and it's beautiful.
Yeah, so we did that last year. This year, we're just like, let's hang out in the neighborhood again. My parents also arrived on that day
Mhm.
this year. So they'll be here for a couple of months. And it was just fun kind of showing them the neighborhood, getting them to meet the neighbors that we've been hanging out with,
Mhm.
and just another very chill evening.
Yeah. And I'm just always surprised at how late these things go.
Yeah.
Like when we go out there, I'm like, I'm kind of ready for bed, but it's just
They
starting.
start at like 10, eat at like 11,
Yeah. And they
11 to
go until
12.
like
Like,
8 a.m. And I'm
yeah.
like, no, I'm not for this life. Like,
Yeah. So
I,
there's been, yeah, quite a bit of partying. So it's nice to like, I won't say it's been quiet because there was an epic party the other night. But yeah, it's just cool
yeah.
to see
I mean, we're always
people
invited
celebrating
to these
life.
things, but like, yeah, they just start way too late. And I'm like, Billy, you want to come? I'm like, at 10?
Yeah, like we're ready for
Yeah,
bed
I can't
at
hang.
8:30.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um, so yeah, that's basically a wrap up of, what we did
Mhm.
for Christmas and New Year's. What I want to ask you is just if there are any challenges to like Christmas preparation here, Christmas shopping. I know that for us, like we grew up, getting presents and stuff like that. And we kind of want to pass down that tradition to our kids to a certain
Mhm.
extent. Like
We like
not
the
three
gift
thousand
exchange.
dollars
No.
worth of present, but just meaningful things, things that are educational, things still.
Or just the excitement of getting
Yeah.
something on Christmas and opening it.
In regards to like preparation, looking for toys and decorations and those types of things, are there any challenges you think?
Um, yeah, like I think especially with something like Christmas, you have like that memory and those traditions that you have set in your mind, and you're in a different country, so you can't you're gonna have to let go of some of them, I guess. Like it's gonna be hard to find certain things,
Mhm.
like baking, for example. If you want to bake certain types of cookies, like certain ingredients or like molasses is hard to find. You have to learn to find the substitutes, that type of thing.
Mhm.
But I mean, it's not major. You just learn to adjust. The biggest thing I find is just like toy prices
Mhm.
are crazy here. Like, I don't know if we're just not aware anymore of the prices. Like, maybe they're crazy in Canada too. Who knows? But I find like the sort of brand name, like the Mattel, Barbie, Hot Wheels, that type of
Mhm.
thing, they're substantially more expensive here. And then other toys that, we would find at the dollar store back home are like $30
Expensive,
here.
yeah.
And it's kind of like, well, it's dollar store quality when I'm paying that much. And like,
Mhm.
is it worth it? So I think with this year, like we spent a lot last year because I was just like, I don't know. And this year was more like, okay, like really being mindful of like, are
Yeah.
they going to like this? Are they going to like it just that day? Or are they going to keep using it? And it's something that, won't just get shoved in the
Yeah,
back of
more
the closet
especially
type thing.
especially now that like they're both in school, stuff that they're able to learn with, that they're
Yeah.
having fun with, less like cars and stuff like that, which they have. But the prices here for toys are insane. Like if you go to Walmart, just for like a little action figure, you're looking at 50, $60 Canadian.
Yeah.
And just really, really expensive. And like Kathleen said, like the lower grade toys, which are still very expensive, are like dollar store
Yeah.
stuff
You're
back
just
home
stuff
that you
that
pay like less than $5 for.
and there's things that are going to break or
Yeah.
whatever. So it's just, yeah, they're being more mindful with that.
And even used toys. So back home, we used to get a lot of toys at the thrift stores and
Mhm.
find like really good Jurassic World toys or Toy Story, Cars movie toys. And here, like the second market choice, they like hold value or something. It's like an
Yeah.
investment almost. You can like sell the toys for a little bit less than what you got it for.
Yeah, they're still pricey. They're very used.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, it's just a little bit harder on that. But
Yeah.
what else? In terms of decorations, they have most of them here. I find if you wait till December 1st, things start to like every week it'll be like 20% off, 30% off,
Yeah.
like up until 50% off. So you have to just like kind of watch until they start to run out of stock and then like buy at the right time.
Where would you say is a good place to buy kids' toys or accessories?
Kids' toys, I would check Woolworth. I think that was like one of the best
Hmm.
prices. Coppel maybe.
Coppel, Mercado Libre, which is like an Amazon here if
Yeah.
you have like a residency.
And even Amazon, like you can
Yeah.
find good prices on there. Amazon Mexico. Costco will have some things, but they don't have the big selection, but they might have a few good
Yeah.
things
And
there.
the Costco toys aren't year round here like they
Mhm.
are back home. They're just for the season and then all of the toys kind of go away.
Yeah.
So they are like heavily discounted in the new year. I don't even think they're discounted as of yet, but
Yeah. We're still
they
waiting.
will be. And that's one of the things here. The toys are generally very expensive, but the discounts are very good. They're just like
Y-
hard to come by.
Yeah,
They're
you gotta move fast on those discounts
Yeah, there's
usually,
no
right?
like Black Friday discounts. Like I
Mhm.
don't even think Black Friday is a thing
Well, they
here,
have Buenfin, which is the same thing.
but it's not
But
like
like, yeah, I
not
don't
as good.
yeah. Well, I don't even think in
The
Canada
savings aren't
it's
there.
not even as good in Canada as in the States, but
Yeah.
um yeah, it's just not as good. But in terms of decorations, yeah, like you can get again, Woolworth is good for that. I find that like Christmas trees are pretty expensive still for
Mhm.
what you would pay like comparison in Canada. You can get real trees here. Um, they'll have some in certain parking lots. You just have to ask around. They're what you would think they would look like because they're not from here. So
Yeah. They
they're a
look
little
like a
bit
dry cactus.
they're a bit dry. I've heard people kind of recommend against them just because you have to basically water it daily, whereas like I
Mhm.
think we would water it twice um, back home, and we
Yeah.
we set up early for Christmas because I love it. And then they also the potential of attracting bugs and that kind of thing. So
Mhm.
we just
I
got a
think
fake
just the
one.
bugs is like enough not to get it
Yeah,
because it will attract a lot of bugs.
right.
Yeah.
The sap and stuff. So but if you're really like sold on that, or you want to set it up outside, you can definitely
Yeah.
find one.
Yeah, a lot of people do set up their trees outside,
Hmm.
from what we've noticed in like the neighborhoods. And yeah, just something.
Yeah. But they have all the decorations. They're big on lights here.
Yeah, like crazy flashy lights. Like everyone on our street has them. They're really the cool thing about living in a neighborhood like where we live is that everyone is very festive.
They're very.
So like even if they don't have a lot of money, they're putting out decorations, whatever they have. They're putting out lights. They're celebrating, which is just a beautiful thing to see. Yeah, it's really cool. Moving on to the new year. So just to talk about like where we want to head with the channel and maybe even personal development, like new year, new me. What are your new year goals?
I haven't said any official you yet. I'm reading a book. I don't know if I want to go this into it, but anyways, it's about how to change your mind. So it's just trying to like make a more positive, abundant mindset. So I guess that would be it, to try and meditate more and get back into my daily meditation practice and just like try and have a more abundant, positive mindset.
I think
more than already.
So like a personal development thing for me is to start exercising a lot more. And I think that when you do exercise, it's like a trigger effect. Like everything else follows in your life. Like you have a more positive mindset, you're more disciplined, you're more focused, you're more productive. And my challenge is right now 30 days of exercise just to get back into a routine. Like my mindset is if you do something for 30 days every day, the 31st day you'll want to do it again. Like you'll feel bad, you'll feel like crap if you don't do it. So just sticking to like this short-term goal right now, 30 days of exercising every single day. I think you're basically doing the same thing. We signed up to a gym yesterday. We used to kind of go here and there to the Stadio gym, the big stadium, which is a like really cool outdoor gym, but it's all under renovation right now. Yeah. So it
got hit pretty bad in the hurricane.
Yeah.
So there's a few pieces there if anyone watching goes sometimes, but a lot of stuff is missing. So it kind of just
the track is still cool. Like if
the track
like,
is still
I'll
there.
still definitely go there to get some runs in. Outside, just nicely paved. You don't have to run on cobblestone.
Yeah, and we're talking about the outdoor weight gym. So there's the outdoor weight gym, and then inside where the track is, like sort of on the side of the track, there's some like machines.
Oh, there's more machines. Yeah.
Yeah, and they are available. For whatever reason, we go in the middle of the day and it's closed. The track is like morning or in the evening, so we never use them.
Yeah, so we signed up to a gym right near where we live, and it's like we've gone 2 days now, and it's really good.
Yeah,
feels good to be back. So yeah, just personal development, just sticking to like a gym routine. I think last year something I had a lot of difficulty with was sticking to some sort of like health and work routine. Previous to moving here, we were both working full-time jobs, so our lives revolved around our full-time job for the most part. Like ever since I was maybe like in school, you go from school, your life revolves around like going to school. It's something you have to do. So every other thing is planned around that. Work is like that to some extent. Like your kids are the priority, obviously, but you have to work, you have to go to work. So moving here and not having that schedule was really hard to adjust to for me. So I'm trying to like adjust around something now. And I think exercising is just like the what would you call it? Like
the missing piece,
the core of it, or the first piece, the anchor piece, and then everything else will like follow. And in regards to the channel, so more live diaries, guys, this is the last episode. No, just kidding.
Oh,
so for more live diaries, obviously looking to be consistent in the new year, at least one episode per week, if not more. I want to be a lot more consistent with the podcast as well, and giving you guys different types of episodes and podcasts. So doing maybe live Q&As eventually, like have that be a podcast. So comment down below if you would tune into a live Q&A with us. Like it's just something that we'd like to do, answer your questions in real time.
Yeah, we want to do more food, more travel,
Yeah.
just more variety, I think.
More variety, more vlogs, just kind of like daily life, small things that we do. Um, yeah, just a lot more content for you guys. And just staying consistent is obviously the hardest part, as usual. So just giving you guys something every single week and building the channel as well, building the community here. We've met a whole bunch of you guys in person, had conversations via email, Instagram, Facebook. So please do reach out. If you have any questions, don't hesitate. But it's just been like a really, really cool experience having the channel.
Hmm.
Yeah. And like we've met nothing but absolutely like good, kind hearted people. No negative energy. So it's really, really a positive thing that I think we want to keep doing just to keep that positivity in our lives. And also, yeah, just keep meeting you guys. Other than that, with the channel this year, I was talking to Kathleen about it. I want to start like which mixes in with the exercise and stuff like that, like a running, what would you call it? Like a running running group.
Run crew.
So maybe like once every couple of weeks, everyone meets up. We go for like a 5 kilometer jog at your own pace. And then we all meet up at a coffee shop. Mexicans, immigrants, expats, everyone do a language exchange.
Tourists.
It doesn't matter. Just everyone that wants to come comes. We get like a nice exercise in, and then we can just have a chat at like a coffee shop. So again, comment down below if that's something you want to take part of. Obviously, it's for the people that are here, but I think it would just be a really cool way to get to know a lot more people and maybe like have a language exchange, practice Spanish, practice English, whatever it may be. And Kathleen's just going to meet us at a coffee shop.
I don't like running.
So that's a goal of mine, maybe in the next like couple of months, just to start that. If it's me and someone else, so be it, and have it grow from there. And I've been working on like a little bit of merch as well, which would be sold locally. So if anyone's in town, they could purchase a few things. So hats being one of them, since I'm always wearing a gorro, and maybe a playera también, a little t-shirt. So we'll see. I'm not sure when that's going to be, but I love hats and like I like clothes. So having some merch would be really cool, I think. And something you can wear every day. It doesn't say like More Life Diaries, YouTubers, but just something that's cool that we like, that's, personal to us. Anything else for the New Year's? Any goals?
No, that's my big one, is meditating. I know you have all these big plans, but I just want to try to meditate and manifest some things.
Some money.
Some money.
Yeah. And I wanted to say something else, but I forgot. Oh, yeah. So my parents are here for the next couple months as well. So it'll help us get out and do some content.
Yes.
And they brought us some.
Sin hijos.
They brought us stuff from Toronto that we had left as well. So a couple of suitcases full of kids' clothes, kids' toys, clothes for us, a bunch of stuff. So it was like having new stuff all over again.
Yeah.
We didn't have to go shopping.
It was like a time capsule Christmas gift.
Yeah, we just got to receive all
or like,
of
I
our
didn't
old
remember
things.
I had these things.
Yeah, so that was really cool. We still have a little bit of stuff left in Toronto as well. So until next year, but yeah, that's all we have for you guys for today. If you like the content, please don't forget to subscribe. If you have any questions,
and
don't
let
forget
Mark know about the running club.
Running club,
Hold him accountable.
hats. Let me know in the comments. Any questions, let us know in the comments. Reach out to us on Facebook or Instagram. On Facebook, it's a Facebook page that we have, More Life Diaries. On Instagram at More Life Diaries, at morelifediaries@gmail.com if you want to email. But yeah, we just love connecting with you guys. We answer questions as best as we can based on our experience. We're not subject matter experts by any means, but we've lived through what we've lived through. So thank you so much for all of those who continued support. We appreciate y'all. Happy New Year. Hope you
Happy
guys are taking the
2024.
steps towards being the best versions of yourself. Get healthy. And we love you guys. This is our journey. More Life Diaries. Peace.
Bye.